not a lot of conversation about the really beautiful parts of men. Aside of their money, aside of their...
Oh no, throw the whole video, the whole message out already. I mean, ladies, is it possible for us to sit down and not mention our sexuality, the size of a man's wiener, or his bank account? I mean, can we even do something like that? See, I have seen this clip on one of Coach Greg Adams' shows, and I thought, this is worth giving a closer look. So let's see what else Jessie has to say.
Things that we are attracted to that don't get a lot of attention. And I know a lot of men are not gonna listen to me or believe me, but when I tell you these attributes are so sexy. Number one is vulnerability. When a man can be honest about the trials and tribulations of life, how it made him feel, what he learned from it, how he grew, how he found resilience, how he's changed over time, and honestly and authentically articulate these things to his partner, to his friend, to his therapist, it is so fucking sexy.
Is it? See, the problem with her statement is that nowadays not a lot of women are patient enough or willing to stick by a man's side for a longer period of time in order for that man to actually open up towards a woman or even emotionally connect to her. A man is just not going to meet you and sit down and talk to you about all the things that he had went through, all the trauma that he has experienced, you know, the second or the third time you guys meet. It takes patience. It's not going to happen like that, sweetie. I'm gonna have to disappoint you. Besides, there have been so many men that have opened up towards a woman, told her everything, and all she would do is use that against him the first opportunity she gets. Whether if it's the first argument, whether if it's the first time where she feels like she's not getting enough attention anymore, whatever it is, us women have the tendency to get mad and throw whatever the man has told us, has trusted us with, throw it all into his face. Men usually don't talk about their traumas, not to their therapists, not to their partners, and not to their friends, because they somehow had to learn how to deal with that on their own. I mean, growing up, you're a boy, you're growing up, you're being told that you are not supposed to show any weakness, that you're always supposed to be tough, and now you are a young adult, don't even know sometimes that you have went through some trauma because you were never allowed to speak about your emotions. So now you got us women talking about, oh, I want my man to show his emotions towards me. I want him to open up towards me. He doesn't even know how to do that. I've been with my husband for 22 years and we have been married for 15 years. And trust me when I tell you that there are things that he probably has not told me about. You know, I don't even pressure him. If he's ready to talk to me about certain things, that's fine. And if he does open up towards me, sometimes I'm like, okay, wow, how am I going to deal with this situation? You know, just because of the simple fact that this topic is so sensitive to him, and I have to make sure that my sensitivity level is on 120, just to make sure that I don't react to what he's telling me instead of responding to what he's telling me, because I want him to feel comfortable with in any type of way possible. But what a lot of women don't understand nowadays is that for a man to open up towards you, ladies, you have to be in a relationship with this man for several years. I mean, years. Besides that, you have to have empathy, patience, and communication skills. But hey, who am I to make that claim, right? Who am I? See, there are way too many single men and single women on social media platforms giving advice to people not even knowing what kind of work it takes. You know, when you make a statement, you have to know, what am I even talking about? You know, just like this woman said in the clip, she wants her man to open up towards her. Cool. Do you know what it takes though? It takes for him to trust you. It takes for him to show that you are, you know, reliable and that you're trustworthy in certain situations, that you keeping his secrets. You have to prove all of these things to him. He's not just going to open up towards you just because you think it is so effing sexy.
Women are saying, tell us, talk to us, confide in us. We want to help you. We want to get to know the real you. How can we really connect if you don't let me in?
I can't even take this seriously, because this is the woman who started her video by saying, I want to speak about the beautiful aspects of a man besides his money and the size of his wiener. And now you are talking about that you want to get to know the real you? Are you serious? I mean, imagine she meets a guy and she finds out that he does not have a lot of money. He's good looking, but he does not have a lot of money. Do you really think that she would give him a minute out of her day to get to know the real him? Come on. Come on.
Next thing that I find, mwah, chef's kiss,
I can't wait. Please tell us.
when a man can just make a decision. It's not about how quickly he makes a decision. It's about how he thought about it thoroughly. He weighed the options, he looked at the pros and cons, and he made the best decision for the moment. And once he has made up his mind, it's made. If that ain't masculine energy, I don't know what is, baby.
No, actually, that is called critical thinking. Thinking about the pros and the cons, about the consequences when you make a certain decision, and being able to deal with the consequences and taking accountability for your actions. That's what that is called, honey. Besides, masculine energy. Do you want to know what masculine energy is about? If that man that you are with would go to your TikTok page, tell you to take down all of those pictures where you're showing your cleavage, your booty, and all types of pictures that are so thirsty, a man actually sitting there telling you that you're going to dress accordingly, that you're going to stop showing your behind all over the internet and entertain other men while you are calling it women empowerment. That's what masculine energy is about, and so much more. But I wonder how long that relationship would last, because a lot of women out there, they put social media, the likes, the fire, and the kissy emojis sent by simps and these delusional women over a healthy relationship with a man who knows what it takes to be a man. You women are not ready for a relationship. You don't even know how to dress right.
Next thing is a man who cares about others. I always wondered why I had such a strong attraction to Malcolm X and revolutionaries, and it's because they dedicated their life to helping others. It's so selfless and it's so sexy. A lot of men are inherently selfish. So when you meet a man who actually wants to make the world a better place and puts action behind it, oh, child, I'm ready to cook a Thanksgiving dinner every day of the week.
The great Malcolm X, I know, right? But let me tell you one thing, honey. A man like Malcolm X would need so much more than just a Thanksgiving dinner every other day, because Malcolm X's wife has been through some things that you and I couldn't even imagine. We would not last a single minute. Besides, that woman has followed that man's lead up until the moment he took his last breath. A lot of women nowadays, they don't want to be told what to do, let alone in critical situations. They feel like men are not able to lead. But let's just imagine we put 10 women on an island and tell them to survive for 10 days. And then we take a group of men, put them on an island and tell them to survive for 10 days. I wonder who will come off of that island surviving the whole challenge.
I asked my mother the other day, what trait would you say is really important in a husband? And she said, a man who is slow to anger. A man that is not reactionary, a man that can sit in his calm, who can let a wave of emotion pass. It's not that we all don't get triggered, but when you understand that your trigger is a feeling and you can sit with it, you can understand where it comes from, and you can decide how to act. It's giving man. It's giving husband.
Not actually. To be honest with you, when a man knows his worth and when he knows how worthy his energy actually is, he's not going to stick by a woman's side who gets a kick out of constantly nagging him and provoking him just to see if he has his emotion under control. That's not what a real man does. So once a man realizes you bring drama and not the peace of mind that he needs, he's going to kick you to the curb. Because what man in the world wants to have some drama at home when he can get all the drama that he doesn't need outside of his home? If I would be a man on this planet and I would be looking for a woman, and I know a lot of gentlemen out there really have trouble finding love or a suitable partner, especially in America, I would check her social media. If she has any type of pictures, if her page is public and she is showing herself in any type of way, I don't care if you had a blast on vacation. I don't care if you graduated from college. I don't care how good or how hot the summer was. If you are not dressed properly, you are 304. Yes, I said it. There's absolutely no reason for a woman to have a bikini picture on her social media for every man to see. If she doesn't bring me peace, she has to go. If she doesn't cook, she has to go. If she doesn't clean, screw cleaning. A lot of women are dirty as hell. If she is not hygienic, she has to go. If she doesn't go see the gynecologist on regular days, she has to go. And there is so much more. Don't even get me started. Us women really have a nerve. We are sitting around on the internet talking about what we find attractive in a man when we really don't even know how to be attractive as a woman. And I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about all the other attributes that don't come in looks. I'm talking about soft skills. Okay, so don't be listening to these women out here and what they are saying when they don't even know what they are talking about. Please don't get manipulated by these hyenas. It is not worth it, because at the end of the day, they're going to show their true colors and you're not going to like it because they don't like it. A lot of women out here, they don't even like themselves, so really they don't have no room in their hearts to like a man, like him genuinely for who he is. Okay, so don't even. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking your time out of the day and watching it. Give it a like, leave a comment. Other than that, stay tuned for more content.